Breakfast is ready. Rice is already cooked up. And looks like my eggs are done. So let us, alright. Plenty of voltage there, reserve voltage. Got rice, all off grid. It's the inverter connected to the lithium phosphate battery setup. And ultimately recharged by the sun there. So nice wet morning here. It's woken up by ants actually. I don't know, some micro-sized ants got in the tent and got me up and busy. Made some green tea. Now I'm gonna have breakfast before I get ready for work from home. Clock was about 7,140 watt hours, and this rice cooker is rated at 230 watts. So it took approximately half an hour to cook at approximately 100 watt hours of energy. And yeah, now it's just, I don't know if you probably can't see it here, but I can tell you that it's just the warm function is consuming about 46 watts. Full on it was, about 220, 230 maximum watts to cook. But yeah, it was about 25 to 30 minutes. So that adds up, as mentioned, about 100 watt hours. And so what we've got cooking, or what we've got cooked already, is some rice with barley and flaxseed and chia seeds. And I cooked those separately, together. And then I added this ready-made gai pat krapao ready-to-eat meal. So this is about $1, about 30 baht or so. Obviously in Thailand there's lots of eateries around here, but not really close where I'm at. And so I'm kind of isolated myself in the country. So I bought some of these. And yeah, so I just, after it was done cooking, just put it in there and mixed it up. Kluk cow. And then just let it warm for about 5-10 minutes, and then I can eat it together. So yeah, that's a full meal right there. The rice I used for this batch here, let me see if I can show you. Here's the flax seed, here's the chia seed, and here is the rice. So it's inspiration rice. I just bought like a 500 gram, half a kilo, and already gone through, close to half of that, and several meals here. But yeah, obviously if you're doing it long term, you want to buy in bulk, not just a 500 gram. You buy 10 kilo packs of rice. But this is this is jasmine, and it's got multi-grains, some other rice in there. I also got some for later, rice berry. I was gonna mix it, but rice berry, it's a dark, almost sticky type of rice, so it takes a little bit more energy to cook and soften, or you have to soak it actually for cooking it. So I just want a quick multi-grain rice, but yeah, that's good to have. And so yeah, just gonna eat my 100 watt hour meal, not including the energy that went into making this separate. But of course, there's energy goes into everything. So even if I'm going to make pat kapow, I've got to use some kind of gas energy, or electric energy. But yeah, you're still getting it from the batteries. And so any electrical cookers that are more than 100 watts direct current DC, yeah, it's a big load on DC, I find. So inverters are the best way to go for 200, 300, 400, 500 watts, depending on the size of your power bank. But just a small battery bank to directly draw DC 150, 200 watts, it can keep pretty hot DC current. So I do have some DC cookers, electric cookers, but it'd be much easier just to cook it with propane gas, because it'd be much quicker. So ultimately more conservative energy use. And we're gonna eventually, in between breaks of working, get this roof section finished off, hopefully, and then I could put my 160 watt solar panel on top. I got like a 80 watt solar panel up there, but I want to get this, and I need to clear up some room in the container, so I will get this finished off and then hook up the solar panel, so it's one less thing out of the way, one less thing to do in the future. And most part it's pretty dry in here. It's been raining. There is some water leakage from the inside. I don't have it sealed over there, so water builds up on the top of the container and it slowly drips down, as you can kind of see. So I've had to move the tent off a little bit from the container because some of that dripping water gets in the tent. As you can see, there's no water repellent mechanism for this tent, but yeah, it's start of rainy season. It's not the wettest month in Tri-Cove traditionally, which is October, and this is barely June, but yeah, the first of the monsoon shifting winds have brought the rain every day, every other day now. It'll probably get dry again, and I don't want to say completely dry, but the rains will hold up probably based on experience around July next month, August, to get some rain, and then it really comes in September, October here. So you could see the pool. Yeah, these old rotten bamboo platforms are gonna serve as wall containers here. But yeah, it's some stuff I gotta get done while I'm here for the next several days. I'm also in between working, got a lot of work on my table right now, as far as on the computer inside the container. But yeah, it's a jungle, pretty green and fresh, and yeah, it's completely different contrast during the dry season where everything's just yellow and brown. And I mean, some of these trees, these native trees, do pretty good, drought tolerant, for 4 months at a time without any replenishing rains. But most of the greenery becomes yellow come November, December, January, February, even March even. But yeah, the rest of the year, half the year, it's green like this everywhere. Good week thus far here near the Tri-Cove City. Spent the whole week here. I think this is the longest stretch I've spent on my land, like consistently straightforward. I've been in Tri-Cove for a week at a time during lockdown, but I was staying in a hotel with the family, just visiting here during the day, and I've camped on my land 2-3 days, maybe 4 days, but this has been a straight week. And stay another night, possibly 2 nights. Let's see. I do want to get a little bit work done while I got the peace and quiet out here, because I'm taking my van back to Bangkok. But even it's not really ideal to work and run power tools. I don't really have a workspace. I'm in a place to park that I can just be loud and do whatever I need to do in the city. But here I can power up the tools and do everything in my van. So yeah, just jumping forward here, this clip to close out this latest update is just me demonstrating the grinder, which is working off of DC direct current from my welder generator, which outputs 230 volts, but at DC. And so it's a brushed motor, so anything with a brush motor like this can work on DC or AC. But this welder generator does not have an inverter, so it just puts out DC current. And so I was just showing you that. And anyway, yeah, this is a little bit later than the earlier clips. I was camping on my land and I was fixing the gate, and fortunately I didn't collect any more clips, but I did finish that out, welded and fabricated this new part of this gate and replaced the old broken wooden one that was there. And just more time in welding and grinding, and of course got it all painted up and secured up. But yeah, that's it for this clip here. Just wanted to give a quick update to all 2 of you listening in. Thanks, and we'll catch up again soon. Ciao.